Thank you so much for watching AM Northwest this morning. Our first guest is a beauty product expert who's here to share her latest self-care finds. We welcome back beauty expert and celebrity makeup artist, Mickey Williams. Hi, Mickey.
Hey, how are you, beautiful?
I'm good. I have a quick question for you. What's the best tip when you apply self-tanner so it doesn't make you look all streaky and...
I think it's probably finding the right self-tanner that's more of a gradual tint. That way you won't get like the clumpy, really heavy pigmented lotions that will make you get clumpy. But those mitts are fantastic. Those little mitts, you can get them at Ulta, you can get them even at Sephora. I think you can even get them at drugstores now, but they're foam and you put them on with that and then you rub it in with that afterwards and you can throw them in the wash.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good idea. All right, now you have some great ideas for us, and this is from people who've been calling you or emailing you and asking for advice, and one is you have folks telling you that they are getting dandruff this time of year.
Well, dandruff is actually notorious to come around the summertime months because we are sweatier and we build up the sweat and the oil on our scalp. And that's technically what kind of creates that, layer that gets you dandruff. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that dandruff is created, but there's also a lot of products out there that are kind of consumer products, and then there's professional products, right? So a lot of people ask me what's great, and I'm honestly, the product that I love the most for this is the Bosley's product. You know them for their hair restoration, but they also have a wet line. And the Bosley MD Scalp Relief Anti-Dandruff Shampoo is awesome. Now, what it uses is pyrithione zinc, which helps eliminate the dandruff, but it also controls the appearance of those kind of visible flakes, and it really calms the scalp, and that's what's really important. A lot of the dandruff shampoos that we see can leave the hair really fuzzy after you wash your hair.
Right.
This isn't like that. This has panthenol in it, which really helps strengthen the hair, but it also, it kind of improves that moisture retention to the hair. So you're really dealing with scalp right now, but you also want to go ahead and treat the hair. And since a lot of us are kind of working remotely like we are right now, we don't tend to always hop up and get into the shower first thing before we get on our Zoom calls with her. So we're seeing a lot of people experiencing more and more dandruff this time of year because, obviously because it's summer, but obviously also because we're showering or washing our hair less. How's that?
Okay.
You can get it at Ulta. You don't need a prescription for it, which is amazing too. So, and it's a nice big bottle. So you'll have it and you'll be able to get your dandruff under control.
Okay, now with folks being home a lot of the time now, as opposed to going out so often, are you noticing that people are seeing flaws in themselves they didn't see before because they're looking at themselves more often?
Yeah. Absolutely. So the problem is that we're spending a whole lot more time with ourselves, and that means a whole lot more time dissecting ourselves. And that's why, it's inevitable. We're going to spend more time in the mirror. We're going to see things that we typically wouldn't have seen. Like, I can tell you right now, I'm amazed at all the little cracks and wrinkles that I found on my skin too. And but one of the biggest concerns we're seeing is a lot of people are asking me like, hey, I feel like I'm really pale. I feel gray. I feel like I've lost all the luster in my skin. What can I do? And we're seeing consumers really kind of trend towards going more natural products right now, which is interesting to say the least. So I have a perfect way for you to get your glow back. It's a phenomenal new product. It's basically called Orpheus, and it's their Resurrection. This is an all-in-one serum. I'm obsessed with it, but I got to tell you what's great about it is it uses the Orpheus, it's free of everything, first of all. There's no toxins, there's no synthetics, there's no mineral oil, there's no petroleum, there's no artificial color, no artificial fragrance, but it has this youth-restoring Orpheus flower, which is just unbelievable. It's one of the new beauty hot topics, the Orpheus flower. But what's incredible about it is, what I loved about it when we were using it, is I saw the glow come back to my skin, but I also saw the texture and the tone increase. And it was so lightweight, I didn't feel like I was wearing a mask. And that's really important during these masks too. And you can get it on Amazon.
Do you think that guys are examining themselves the way we are?
You know, it is 100% true, and I can attest to it, and it's my friends, most of my friends that are guys have said the first two things that they notice about aging is their hair loss, and they notice the wrinkles around their eyes.
Yeah.
So geniusly, to keep men out of women's beauty, cabinet, this company came out a while back. They're called Tiege Hanley, and they're a subscription-based skincare line for men. Now, this is absolutely wonderful because the products themselves are great. This is actually their level 3 skincare system. And what this is, it's $45 a month, Helen. It's the most comprehensive offering, and it includes a wash, a scrub, an AM SPF, a PM moisturizer, eye cream, super serum. They even threw in a hand sanitizer in there. And it's unbelievable because this isn't something that they get every single month. They can stay out of your skincare, all of your beautiful cream. It's designed for men. And what I love about it is their motto. It's uncomplicated skincare for men. And that's what men want. Most men don't want anything that smells too strong. They don't want anything. They want to know, hey, I want to paint by numbers. I want to know, what do I do first and what do I do to last? And I want to see results. And that's really where Tiege Hanley has kind of conquered the market for men, because they don't even have to reorder it. Yeah. It just comes now. It's a subscription, so it arrives.
One of the things that was most noticeable for a lot of women that I heard about was lashes, because they weren't doing their lash extensions anymore once the quarantine hit.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like a lash extension, and every woman out there knows that. So there's no product that's going to create this massive wedge of lashes like an extension.
Right.
But this is a phenomenal time for you to get your lashes back in perfect health, because your lashes are getting destroyed underneath those extensions. So what we found was a lot of women's lashes basically came out naturally, the extensions, and they found that they had these like little nubs of lashes underneath there.
Yeah.
So I tried a bunch of different products, but one of the ones that I tried was Lash Food. Now, this is a $78 product, which I thought was a little bit expensive, to be honest with you. But what I saw on my own lashes is I saw longer lashes. They grew. It took about 30 days to see results. They were much thinner than I was used to, because they weren't that thick kind of lash extension.
Right.
But you did see growth. You did see it was really interesting. You did see a noticeable difference. I have fair lashes, so I had to wear mascara to they were much finer, obviously. But for $78, I felt like, I might just this was just to kind of get my lash line back healthy again. Right. And then once the extensions come back in, I would rather spend that money on the layer.
Yeah, good idea. Mickey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're going to put all the information on our website at k2.com.